Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the constant display of luxury on social media? Welcome back to the Logical Conversation podcast. I am your host, Free Thinker. Picture this. You're scrolling through your social media feed, and it's a never-ending parade of opulent mansions, sparkling jewelry, and exotic vacations. It feels like everyone is living in luxury, and you wonder, am I missing out? But here's the thing. There's often a different story behind those perfectly crafted posts. Many of these displays are crafted illusions designed to project an image of success and happiness. The pressure to keep up can be tremendous, leaving you feeling inadequate and stressed. What if we step back and question the reality of what we see? Today, we will discuss the epidemic of fake wealth sweeping our social media feeds. Join me as we explore how to navigate this world with a stoic mindset and find true contentment. The internet has turned the world into a giant stage where everyone plays their part. Influencers are the leading actors, carefully crafting a life of luxury to captivate their audience. But behind the glitz and glam, there's often a stark contrast to reality. Remember, as Epictetus said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. So let's peel back the curtain and see what's going on. Think about it. How often have you seen an influencer post about their luxurious lifestyle, only to later find out that much was staged or rented for the photo shoot? This curated reality can create a false sense of success and happiness. We must remember that true wealth isn't about the number of possessions we have, but the quality of our lives and the contentment we find in simplicity. Let me share a quick story. An influencer always posted about their lavish vacation in designer clothes. Their followers envied their lifestyle, believing it to be successful. But one day, a leaked video revealed that many luxurious items were rented and the vacations were sponsored. The influencer admitted they were under pressure to maintain this mirage, which made them stressed and unhappy. This story isn't a one-off. The pressure to keep up appearances can be overwhelming, leading to burnout and emptiness. So, what can we learn from this? It's not about the glitz and glams, but about living genuinely and finding joy in the present moment. So, let's peel back the curtain and focus on what truly makes us wealthy. A life of simplicity, contentment, and genuine connections. Chasing this mirage of wealth can have a devastating impact on our mental health. The constant comparison and the pressure to keep up with the Joneses can lead to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and even depression. When we go out of our way to have the same things as our friends, family, and associates, we can be anxious and unhappy. Epicurus once said, "He who is not satisfied with little is satisfied with nothing." It's time to break free from this toxic cycle and find contentment in our lives. Social media can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it connects us with others and provides a platform for sharing ideas. We can connect with our families and even find lost friends. On the other hand, it can amplify feelings of inadequacy and create unrealistic expectations. We often see influencers and celebrities living and accomplishing things we wish we could but cannot. Think about the newest gadget, house, condo, car, shoes, or must-have items you just purchased. The social media influencer made it seem so appealing. But once you take possession of your purchase, you soon realize you are not as elated as before you paid for it. The key is to use social media mindfully, recognizing that what we see is often a highlight reel, not the whole story. By focusing on your journey and practicing gratitude for what we have, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and satisfaction. Don't let social media dictate your worth. Remember, not all that glitter is gold. Often, you will find that folks do things you would not consider doing in 1,000 lifetimes to accomplish or fake stuff they portray on their social media feed. Focus on building a life that aligns with your values, standards, and goals. Focus on living in the present reality. Social media and the natural world are out of sync. The real world has harsh realities that we must face, such as work-life balance, family dynamics, health and safety concerns. Social media is a fantasy. Come back to reality. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Let your actions speak louder than your possessions. Genuineness means being true to yourself and your values, even when it's not the popular choice. You don't have to sell your soul or go against your morals to gain wealth, so-called friends, and things that can be taken away as soon as you can't deliver. It's about living with integrity and making decisions that reflect who you are at your core. This might mean saying no to opportunities that don't align with your principles or choosing a simpler lifestyle. We live in a time when principles are rejected and morality declines. By staying true to ourselves, we can build a genuinely meaningful life. Now let's get practical. How can you build a financial foundation without resorting to fake wealth? The answer lies in discipline and long-term planning, focusing on budgeting, saving, and investing wisely. Remember what Seneca said, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool." Take control of your finances and let them serve your goals, not vice versa. Financial stability doesn't come from flashy purchases or showing off on social media. It comes from making intelligent, informed decisions about managing your money. This means setting realistic goals, creating a budget that works for us and sticking to it. It also means being patient and understanding that building wealth takes time and effort. Think about people you know who have the latest fashion and the newest smartphone, and don't forget the latest automobile with all the bells and whistles. They show off and live out of their means to impress people who don't care about them. What a sad way to live. Remember, get-rich-quick schemes are a dime a dozen and can cause you to lose everything. Living within your means, saving, and making wise financial decisions can pay dividends. Focusing on long-term financial health can create a stable foundation for our future. There's a world of difference between real wealth and perceived wealth. Real wealth is about relationships, experiences, and personal growth. Perceived wealth is often just a facade, a carefully curated image designed to impress. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." So let's focus on what truly matters in life and find happiness in the simple things. True wealth is found in the connections we make and the experiences we share. It's about the joy of spending time with loved ones, the satisfaction of personal growth, and the fulfillment that comes from meaningful experiences. These are the things that enrich our lives and brings us lasting happiness. By shifting our focus from material possessions to these deeper values, we can find a sense of contentment that no amount of money can buy. In a world that often compares success with material abundance, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. We are bombarded with images of luxury and opulence, leading us to believe we can buy happiness. However, the reality is that true contentment comes from within. It's about appreciating the small moments, like a heart-to-heart conversation with a friend, a walk in the park, or the satisfaction of learning something new. These are the treasures that no stock market or economic downturn can take away. So, let's redefine what it means to be wealthy. Let's measure our success not by the size of our bank accounts, but by the depth of our relationships, the richness of our experiences, and the growth we achieve as individuals. To navigate this world of fake wealth and find true contentment, we must cultivate a Stoic mindset. This means focusing on what we can control, practicing gratitude, and embracing life's ups and downs. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Positive and rational thoughts can build a more resilient and fulfilling life. A Stoic mindset helps us navigate the challenges of modern life with honor and strength. It teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. Practicing gratitude can shift our perspective to appreciate the good in our lives even in difficult times. Embracing the ups and downs of life with a calm, rational mindset allows us to grow stronger and more resilient. By focusing on what we can control, we free ourselves from the anxiety and frustrations that come from trying to manage the uncomfortable. Practicing gratitude can shift our perspective to appreciate the good in our lives, even in difficult times. Embracing the ups and downs of life with a calm and rational mindset allows us to grow stronger and more resilient. By focusing on what we can control, we free ourselves from the anxieties and frustration that come from trying to manage the uncontrollable. This doesn't mean we become passive or uncaring. Instead, we become more effective and purposeful in our actions. We learn to respond to the challenges in life with wisdom and composure rather than reacting impulsively. Simply shifting our perspectives can transform our life experience, making us more content and less prone to envy and dissatisfaction. Accepting the ups and downs of life with a calm and rational mindset allows us to grow stronger and more resilient. There are challenges, setbacks, and opportunities for growth and learning. Focusing on what we can control, practicing gratitude, and embracing life's ups and downs can help us build a more resilient and fulfilling life. Let us nurture positive and rational thoughts, and by doing this, create a life of true wealth and contentment. In conclusion, chasing fake wealth and falling for the illusions of social media influencers and celebrities is a dangerous trap that can lead to unhappiness and dissatisfaction. The facade of their lifestyle we see online often hides the reality behind them, creating a false sense of success and fulfillment. When we compare our lives to theirs, it can damage our self-esteem. It can lead us to chase after material possessions and superficial achievements that ultimately leave us empty. It's important to remember that many influencers and celebrities project an image of perfection far from reality. Their posts are often crafted to highlight only the seemingly good aspects of their lives. They often ignore their struggles and challenges. This can create unrealistic expectations and pressure to emulate their seemingly perfect lives, which are neither attainable nor healthy. By embracing reality, we can see through the illusions and recognize the actual value in our lives. Genuineness means being true to ourselves, our values, and our unique paths. It involves rejecting the pressure to conform to societal expectation and instead focusing on what brings us joy and satisfaction. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot. It allows us to focus our energy on our actions and attitudes rather than external circumstances. This viewpoint helps us to remain grounded and content, regardless of the chaos around us. Focusing on real wealth, which encompasses financial stability, emotional well-being, meaningful relationship, and personal growth, enables us to build a life of substance and depth. So, let's unmask the illusion of wealth and choose a path that leads to true happiness and contentment. Let's prioritize authenticity, embrace Stoicism's wisdom, and seek out the natural wealth in our everyday lives. By doing so, we can break free from the cycle of comparison and superficiality and live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on personal growth and Stoic philosophy. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Remember, not all that glitter is gold. Influencers are selling you a fairy tale. Free thinker, out!